everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to my review of the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. This is the new bikes from this is one of the new bikes from Royal Enfield. We have the Interceptor and we have the False Twin, which is the Continental GT, which share exactly the same specifications, but there are two major differences. One is in the steering and another is in the tank, which is a different shape. Otherwise everything is exactly the same. So let's start with the specs. On the front we have an 18 wheel, it's 100/90. On the rear also an 18 wheel, which is 130/70. Traditional suspension in the front with a diameter of 41 millimeters, with a course of 110, and double bumper in the rear with a course of 81 millimeters. In terms of lighting, it's standard lighting. In terms of lights, it's standard. There is no LED anywhere, so regular lights, blinkers also. So it's a completely traditional motorcycle. Dashboard also traditional with the minimal information you need. We have the speed, you have the RPM. Here you have just like how much fuel you have in the tank, and total kilometers, and trip A and trip B, and that's it. There is no what gear you're engaged, oil, motor temperature, range, nothing. It's the most basic, and actually it's what it works best for this bike. But that is my opinion. None of these have adjustments, so the brakes and the clutch, no adjustments. Clutch, since I talk about it, it's slip and assisted, so it's very nice clutch. I can honestly say this bike is a major upgrade from the 500 bike that Royal Enfield start their company. Okay, like the Continental, like the classic one with that one-cylinder engine. This one is miles away from those bikes. Also here we have signals, you have high beams, mediums, turn peaks, turn signs. Okay. Only blinks in one side, which I don't like. We have a horn. On this side we have the power to cut the power of the bike, and we have the starter of the bike. In terms of mirrors, they are quite nice. They are round, which I don't like. You guys don't follow my channel. It's a Portuguese channel. I'm starting the English reviews, but honestly I don't like the round mirrors. But these ones, they have 70% visibility from behind, and most important, they are clear. I can see perfectly, even at these low speeds. It doesn't shake too much. I am able to see what's happening behind me. So it's a minor plus for the bike. Underneath my legs I have a 13.7 liters tank, and according to Royal Enfield it is able to do 250 kilometers. 510. It's saying it spends around 4.5-5 liters every 100 kilometers. Well, it all depends on how well you treat the accelerator. The faster you go, the less kilometers you make. And when I say fast, I really mean fast, because this bike can go at speeds of 160 kilometers an hour and more. So it is not a slow bike. You can enjoy it and you can go out with your friends if you want on big rides and still keep up with them. Of course, we are not talking about keeping up with our family or super bikes or those kinds of bikes. We are talking about other kinds of bikes, like the tourism, like even the nakeds. You can go with them. It's quite a little bike. Well, it's not little, but it's quite. Well, I didn't want to mean little. It's quite a fun bike to be around. But this bike and this view, it's what it's all about. Just enjoying the pleasure of riding a motorcycle. Underneath the tank we have a two-cylinder engine. It's brand new from Royal Enfield with 648 cc's, which has a power of I think it's 45 horsepower at 7,250 RPM and an impressive 58 newtons or 52 newtons at 5,250 RPM. What this means? It means it's a bike that you don't have to be constantly switching gear up and down because it has a good binary that can handle the bike quite nice. So it is very good for the everyday commute to work and home, and I do recommend the motorcycle for that. But also you can do really nice cornering with this bike. You see, I haven't touched the clutch, I just touched the accelerator and the response is immediately. See, no clutch, just accelerator, and I can go from 50 kilometers an hour to 100 and something. And I think I am in 5th gear. Let me check something. Yes, this is 6th gear for sure. Actually 6th gear. I was in 5th gear, so at 50 kilometers an hour and just a little bit of power, and the bike start recovering from alone, no extra things to do. Now I'm just talking to you and I'm just going to something happened here. Oh yeah, it's a routine stop, so no problems. It's normal on the weekends. And continuing the operation, they are stopping the motorcycles. They always do this on the weekend. I forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about the power of the bike. I don't recall, but let's go to another point, which is the riding position, and it's very, very comfortable. Leg position, it's the perfect one. And remember, well, you guys don't know, but I am a meter 80. I have a meter 85. I am a tall guy, and I'm quite comfortable riding this bike. My legs are in the perfect position. They fit perfectly in the tank, and it's nice. The steering is quite large. Not quite large, but it is large. An upper position, which makes my back go straight. So I'm riding like if I was sitting in my chair at home. Also, a major and important plus for the bike. Let's see what we can do. Let's have some fun. And here we go. one thing I have to talk to you about is the brakes. I don't think I told you, but it's in the front it's one disc, 320 millimeters, with one clipper with two pistons. Obviously this bike has ABS system. In the rear we have one disc, 240 millimeters, with one clipper with one piston. And what I can tell you from the brakes is that the front brake, it does a good job, but it is not as aggressive as I would like to. What I mean by this, when you hit the front brakes, it does not have a stop like boom, direct. It's a progressive stop like this. Look, it's progressive. It's not like on a sport bike. When you hit the front brake, the bike goes this goes progressing and then stops. But again, this is not a sport bike. It's a Royal Enfield Interceptor, naked version with a lot of power, and most important, it's fun as hell to ride this motorcycle. Let's go this way. Excuse me, boss. And there we go. Okay, this is a 30 kilometers hour, so we have to go slow. And you've seen I've just hit the brakes. I didn't change the clutch. I didn't go down one gear. And now that we are over that area, I just recover like this. And now I will change a gear. Woo! This is a bike that weighs around 200 kilos and it is very maneuverable. Look, I can easily do whatever I want with this bike. It doesn't feel the 200 kilos. You're gonna ask me why? Well, because this, like I told you before, this is Royal Enfield working with the best companies in England. In this case, this bike has participation of Aris Performance. Everyone knows them in English, in England. And also the chief engineering of research and development, blah 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 blah, something like that, is a guy that used to work in Triumph. And that's one of the things why this bike has a little bit of similarity with the Triumphs. But that's it. It's not a bike that's made in India for the Indian market. This bike is well thought for the European market also. I just stopped here because I want also to talk to you about the seat height from the ground, which is 800 millimeters, which is perfect for everyone to ride the bike. Everyone will be able to reach the floor. Look at my knee, completely bent, well, very well bent, so I have lots of room. Even if I was 1.70 m, I'm pretty sure that I would be able to reach the floor with no problems. The seating, let me get out of the bike and show you. For me it's narrow. Okay, this part for me is narrow. Here it's wider. For my wife, I'm pretty sure it will be more comfortable than for me, because I think this part is too narrow. But besides that, it's very comfortable and very pleasurable to ride. I really like this stitching all over the seat, which is nice. Another feature that I also like is the double exhaust that comes with the bike, that only have this sound. Very, very nice. Okay, let's continue our little test ride. And it is almost over, because there is nothing more to say about the bike except that is really nice to drive. Corner and go and zoom. It is fun, but we have to be careful. We never know who's coming around the corners, because it's everyday weekend riders we find on this street on a Sunday. Not that I'm a professional rider, which I'm not, but let's say I do ride quite a lot of bikes. If you start following my channel, you will notice that I have lots of reviews, and the English ones have started, and this is my second English review, and I really hope you like it. And please, if you like it, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the sign so you receive the notifications when I post a new video. But most important for me, since I'm starting the English reviews, it would be if you could comment down below mistakes and improvements that I could make for the next reviews. I'm pretty sure I have a few technical issues that I may have not said correctly. If so, please feel free to help me improve, and I would gladly appreciate. Having said this, I'm gonna enjoy these roads a little bit more, and I'll see you in the next video.